Okay, so I know I'm a little late, but Bowser, happy birthday. And what better way to celebrate your birthday by remind everybody of what you've done? Oh, and let's not forget the comeback that you tried to make and honestly failed. It was pretty funny. So short story shorter, the White Bowser is a 31-year-old man who was caught in the Smokey's Discord server saying some really abhorrent things to a veteran nonetheless. It was about how veteran unaliving was okay in Minecraft. Yeah, that kind of explains the type of person Earl is right off the bat. He falsely accused the YouTuber Smokey MCC of being a file, all because of a buddy troll. Yeah, that kind of just shows Earl's intellect, huh? He also started a podcast with the YouTuber Kiwi Tapes called 110, and currently it's known as Too High for Stupid, and it's run by Kiwi and Smokey. Go watch it, it's good. But let me tell you, the moments that they'd have on that podcast with Earl there, oh my god, they were so good. Chef kiss. The guests that would come onto the show would end up exposing a bunch of the stuff that Earl had done, which most of them, I'm gonna be real, I can't really name off the top of my head, but the more prevalent things that you need to know is that he has a infatuation with showing kids hentai. Yeah, you know, the chicken with the tie. The girls that get it. The shows that he'd watched specifically had cupcakes in them. I can't say the actual word, but if you know, you know. And not only that, he would show them to cupcakes as well. Like, oh, it gets better. His excuse was, they're just cartoons. Quote him, I'm not even kidding. He literally said that. This led to the discovery of his server, which had both adults and cupcakes, mind you. Watching this all together, an 8 GB folder got released of the stuff that the people were saying in there because turns out one of the adults was preying on one of the cupcakes. Go fucking figure. And Earl didn't do anything about it. It took him a whole year to delete the server. Oh, and mind you, it wasn't because he felt guilty for what happened. No, someone had to tell him to delete it. Another incident to keep in mind is the incident at the movie theater. No, I'm not talking about the Homestar Runner comment one, although that was honestly pretty wild. TLDR on that one real quick. He thought that a Homestar Runner reference in a comment was a bomb threat at the movie theater he used to work at. Now with that incident out of the way, let's talk about the more serious one. In June of 2021, Earl had touched his cupcake coworker in an inappropriate way. He posted it to Reddit, which is weird, but okay, I guess. Why would you do that? But not only that, he kept lying about all sorts of different details. The one detail that we must pay attention to the most is the fact that he kept saying that she was 18, when in reality, she was 17. There's even footage of him finding this out. He even went on Too High for Stupid and, you know, had this whole moment where he's like, oh my god, she was 17, oh my god, she was 17. For a good few months, this, as well as the server stuff, had been brought to light, and he was under fire for it. And August 22nd, 2023 was when he decided to leave the internet. I say leave in quotations because he recently admitted to snooping around under, like, alt accounts and whatnot. Oh yeah, by the way, he came back for a little bit. He's gone now, but, like, he came back for a little bit. It was honestly kind of funny. He took the time to email Smokey about the whole movie theater incident, and we're gonna read those emails right now. So Smokey had sent an email a long while back to White Bowser, and he responded in the middle of Too High for Stupid, funny enough. And this is where Earl said, hey man, I've been sure to save your email for a while when I would finally be ready to strike back. I've got 2 screenshots for you. Apparently more than just myself has been lying. In fact, I might have been telling the truth about a few things for a long time. Rest assured, I have like 5 Reddit alt accounts, 5 Discord alt accounts, and many, many more. A lot of you think I'm still hiding. You couldn't be more wrong. I've got a collection of screenshots too, as well. And I got a lot of insider knowledge on your operation too. My eyes are on the Kiwi farms constantly. You know when I said that you were going to win the battle, but you were not going to win the war? The truth has been revealed. I never touched a cupcake. All of you lied to everyone. That little house of cards you built, it's all gonna come crashing down. You really underestimate your opponent. You forgot I know how to play chess. Weird flex, but okay, I guess. Like, what does chess have to do with any of this? I sure do wonder how he went about proving that she was in fact 18 at the time of the incident, even though technically that doesn't really matter because you still did what you did. This is so funny. Y'all are gonna love this. So Earl started a channel called Whatever Birth because the White Bowser was taken, which thank God. But anyway, he did that. It wasn't really up for a while. And you know what he uploaded? He uploaded these calls that he had with like different Imagine Theater managers or people that worked there. Guess what he asked?
But what is the minimum age you have to be to work at an Imagine movie theater location?
I want to say 16, but let me double check real quick.
Okay. What is the minimum age requirement you have to be to work at an Imagine movie theater location?
You have to be 16 or older.
Yeah. What's also the minimum age you have to be to work at Imagine movie theaters?
So as long as you are 16 or older, you can be employed at a location.
That's Earl's smoking gun. The fact that you can be 16 or older to apply to Imagine locations. Mind you, his victim was 17. He's trying to prove that she was 18, not 16. So, weird flex, Earl, but okay. Alright. I promise back to the emails. Apparently, Earl had sent another one saying, want me to leak your email address? So Smokey responds with, oh god, whatever will I do if people find out that SmokeyMcCrack1@gmail.com is my email? You're so goddamn stupid, Earl. But hey, you leaking my email is totally gonna get people to forget that you are a file. Also, by the way, that email was like a throwaway email that Smokey made. That's not like his actual email. He said he's not gonna respond to any emails that people send, so don't say anything. Don't. You look goofy as hell for it. That aside, Earl kept sending long-ass emails. Get ready. This one's a long one. So Earl said, I don't even know why I should respond. The only thing I can say to you, what the fuck? Okay, we gotta try again. I don't even know why I should respond. The only thing I can say is you, all of you, are so weak-minded to a point I do not understand it on a fundamentally mental level. This hate campaign is starting to span 2 years. That's a waste of time and a waste of your life. I was not raised from childhood or faith to focus on hating someone for this long or as this much, and yet you have let it become your entire YouTube brand. Do you even know how pathetic and immature that is? You were not even my victim, and yet you act like I hurt you. If I enjoyed touching women, I would keep doing it, but it is not something I find joy in. Nor do I find joy in engaging with someone like you, whose entire empire and financial backing rests on hating one person. You define me based on one accident I did in my life, something I would never do again because I feel remorse and regret for doing it to her in the first place. Not to mention, everyone saw it when it happened, so it was not something I tried to hide like a bad person would do. Maybe when you actually learn what I really wrote in her apology letter, you might understand, but such a secret will have to wait until when the documentary comes out. Typo. For now, though, I would like you to please stop saying that I touched a cupcake, because the only reason you say it is for the mob mentality to continue and keep the clicks rolling in. I have screenshots that say blank, blank, and blank started working at Imagine around April 2019. I have 3 audio recordings that state you must be 16 to work at any Imagine theater location. I have screenshots from Tyler Colby that what I told you was false about blank being 17, she was always 18. Even if you do the math, it does not add up. If blank and blank were 16 in April 2019, that means 2 years later in April 2021, they all became 18 years old. They were all adults. The incident at the movie theater happened just before Fast and Furious 9 came out on June 24th, 2021. That would mean blank was not a minor, she was well into being 18 years old when it happened. And yet you are so delusional to the math, the dates, the audio recordings, and the screenshots that you still think otherwise. Stop spreading lies about me. I do not enjoy what I did to her, and my boss blank should have let me take accountability for how I hurt her and gave her that apology letter. I trusted him to do it, and he told me he would do it, and he let me down. The entire world will soon know what I wrote in that letter in the next few months. The guilt I felt for what I did to her haunted me. That's why I wrote the letter to give to her closure. But you don't care about this. You don't care about any of this anymore. Over 75% of your monetary income now is built upon a constant stream of hate towards me. It's sickening when I wasn't even the one to hurt you. Hate trauma lasting this long is fucking brainwashing and pure propaganda. It's absurd. I never wanted to hurt her and I was never attracted to her. And she was too young for me in the first place, even if she was 18 at the time. I actually had eyes for a different woman in the theater. At the time, her name was blank and she was 22. Every woman I have ever asked out or have been attracted to has been over the age of 18. Blank was over 18, she was the same age as me. Blank, my second girlfriend, was 20. Blank, when we met on a dating site, she was 36. Blank was 22 when I asked her out. Do any of these women I am naming sound like children to you? Of course they don't, because I am not attracted to children, nor am I a file. Get that through your fucking head. But once again, nothing of what I say here matters to you. Just like Cyrex is to Marty, Bowser is to Smokey. You know when I said I moved on, I still hold by that, dude. I don't hate you, I just don't understand you. A person who keeps a hate brigade going for this long for money is what a terrible bully does. People who bully others are insecure. That is the root of all bullying and hate. Insecurity. This is why I am not the one false flagging your videos. I don't have time or energy to waste on that. It is useless to me. Clearly though, you have all the time in the world to talk about people who hate day in and day out. You know, when I first warned you about the iDubbbz effect, I thought you would listen. But if you want your entire YouTube community to be based around attack and hate, you shouldn't be surprised when people block you on Twitter, dude. Anyways, I've said enough, and I've said my piece. Goodbye. Oh my god, he doesn't shut up, dude. He doesn't shut up. Make him shut up!
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's one last long email to get through. But luckily it's the last one, so hopefully we'll be okay after. Alright, apparently I have to email you one more time to get a few more things straight with you. The content creator I am working with for the documentary said we need to take a break from producing it for a few weeks, because one of his family members is close to passing. To be clear with you, once again, I am not the one reporting the videos you or Kiwi Tapes are making on me. I don't have time for it, and I don't want to associate with either of you in any way. Now I have received emails from certain people claiming to be the ones flagging your videos you're making on me. These people wish to remain anonymous because they are afraid of you and your fan base, Smokey. They all know how your content and your fan base focus around harassment and hate campaigns around people, and they do not like that. Whether they are flagging your videos to ally with me or be against you, I can't be sure. What I can say is, it's not me flagging your videos, and it is not the content creator I am working with flagging your videos either. There are unknown third parties at work here. Now, if you think otherwise, that your community is so positive, I would like you to take a nice long look at the kind of content you make. Every one of your videos you and Kiwi Tapes produce revolve around labeling certain people in a bad light for things they've done. You've made tweets before about how people block your entire community for attacking them after you make a video on them. That is launching hate campaigns on people. And then you wonder why people like Mr. Muda get banned from YouTube for harassment and hate when they produce nearly the same kind of content as you. It's the exact same principle as when Leafy attacked Pokemon all those years ago. At least Kiwi Tapes put in his video descriptions to not harass or send hate towards the person this video documentary is based on. You don't do this at all. You don't seem to care about the toxicity and lack of self-control your community has. The mob of hate that takes place on anyone you or Kiwi Tapes makes videos on, that's what the iDubbbz effect is. You make content centering around labeling people in a negative light for their mistakes or actions, and that makes your subscribers do negative actions against them. They attack and hate those people you make videos on, and soon your entire YouTube community revolves around just attacking and hating people. It's not a good thing to get known for on YouTube. Even iDubbbz himself acknowledges that on the past videos he's made. He regrets doing it because of how toxic his community became. The last thing I want to say to you is to not listen to any of the clout chasers in your comment sections. I do not know where my victim lives, so it's quite impossible that I stalked her or drove to her house. I am not attracted to her, nor do I care to know how she's doing. And once again, if you are to even prove this rumor, you need to file for FOIA and produce a restraining order that claims otherwise that blank made against me. If you cannot do either of these things, you should not trust the things you are hearing about me from your fan base. Now, if you or Kiwi Tapes wishes to make more videos on me, you can gladly do that. I don't really blame you or hate you for doing so. This economy sucks right now with inflation anyway, and no one is having enough money to buy food. It's like I said before, Smokey, over 7 months have gone by since September of 2023. I moved on with my life. I went to do better things with my time. I got a higher paying job. I stopped associated with my past, and I lived in the present. If you are wondering why I was in the video editing Discord server, you can interview any of the moderators in that Discord, including Rhoda, Vigo, Jesse, Nyx, or Char. All of them will come to my defense that I did not prey on any cupcakes in that Discord. I only joined that server for one thing, video editing, which is what I am passionate about and love to do. You and your community, however, seem to be stuck in an infinite loop. Ask yourself one simple thing. Have you or Kiwi Tapes went one single live stream without having to read out a donation that said Earl Doobie is a predator? That's an obsession, my guy. An unhealthy hate obsession that is starting to span 2 years now, even after I stopped talking to you on Kiwi Tapes altogether. The fact that all of you are holding onto this grudge of hate against me for so long when I was not even in the one to hurt you is pathetic. The ones who rely on hate are weak-minded, and hate is a weak emotion. Ever heard of the phrase misery loves company? Do you enjoy making people you do videos on miserable because you're miserable yourself? That's insecurity, Smokey. That's why the root of all bullying and hate is being insecure about yourself or someone else. And I do not hate you, but I will never understand you. I was not taught from birth or faith to hate and bully someone this much for this long, for something I never even did to you. Anyway, I can't talk to you anymore. This will be the last reply I send to you. Oh my god, it's finally over. He sent 2 long-ass emails to Smokey, and I'm gonna be honest, my mouth is dry from reading all of that. I find it really funny that he literally goes, oh, I've moved on, despite him literally admitting that he stalks the thread on him on Kiwi Farms. Like, IDK, that sounds a little obsessed to me. Also, he's like, oh, I didn't do anything to you, Smokey. I didn't do anything to him. You falsely accused him of being a file just to get back at him for literally nothing. For him telling the truth, might I add. That's pretty fucking weird. I don't know. Like, call me crazy, but that doesn't sound like somebody who's moved on. Like, if you're stalking the Kiwi Farm threads, have like five Reddit accounts, 5 Discords, or whatever the hell it is, like, that's pretty fucking obsessed. I don't know. That doesn't sound like you've moved on. Oh my god, it's finally over. The video's finally over. We read all those emails, and TLDR, he deleted his stuff afterward because his comeback was not that good. And that's it. That's the end of the video. If you guys liked it, please give a like, comment your thoughts down below. Please subscribe. That would help out a lot here. I do have a Cash App that you can donate to if you so choose, but that's completely up to you. I haven't really said much about it because I don't want to be an e-beggar, surprisingly. And that's it. See you guys later.